the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, Hart! What are you? 15, check back 15. Let's go, Hart. Let's go, Hart.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Eddie Pleasant in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Bryce Hager leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Cousins, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Benjamin. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 2nd and 16, Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Geis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Check 24. 2.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. It's 3, alert 3.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 36 yards on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Stop your whining. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right?
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this complete to Henry over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marquise Goodwin, 52 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 35 on second down, Cousins into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And some room to maneuver. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Geis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darius Geis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Shift.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
Cousins. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Bronco. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Hopkins, 52 yards. And the Broncos come into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Haskins is going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fights free yet again. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Travis Benjamin. Incomplete. Artie Burns there on the coverage.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And that's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
54, Mike. On the ball.
A first down throw for Cousins. Over the middle here to Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Returning, it's Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Come on, set. 60-yard. Mike, 58, right there. 66, pull it, half.
They start on the ground with Geis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That's it, baby.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 25, check 25, check 25.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's Geis on the counter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Pass complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Play action. Haskins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth-down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a toss. This is Geis. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot from... And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Henry, 26 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike, behind! Hey! He don't know no better. Hey, Ken!
Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, It's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Completes it to Lee. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
58, come on. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Barber on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second down, Haskins. Incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Haskins will throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This, a tough one, from 49 yards away. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Cousins And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down.
Here we go. Come on, D.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And the Raiders have got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Get the flag. I'm on. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 24, Haskins over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I'm here all day.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
So we got man.
On first down, it's Barber. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Haskins to throw it. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jahan, 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Out. 3 down. Out. Single.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Stands on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now third and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard.